Howdy folks, today we're back with another video. We're going to be talking about the advantages of having machine control on site. What is machine control? Well, machine control is the use of various positioning sensors and a display to provide the operator with a reference between the position of the bucket or the blade and the target grade. The target grade may be as complex as a 3D design model or as simple as a vertical offset from a known level. Depending on the configuration, machine control systems can provide the operator with a simple visual guide to the bucket or the blade position, or can automatically move the blade and grade by talking to the machine's hydraulics. Now, there are machine control systems out there for just about any type of machine. Graders, dozers, excavators, soil and asphalt compactors, scrapers, trimmers, milling machines and pavers. But let's jump in and look at the main advantages of having machine control on a construction site. Number one, reduce rework and increase efficiency. So the machine helps the driver achieve a dig or grave normally on its first go, and this saves a huge amount of time. There's no reworking to get the right level, which in turn is going to save a huge amount of time and generally increase productivity on the site. Increased productivity means reduced costs and increased profit, and everybody loves profit. Okay, so lowering costs. As well as reducing costs through efficiency, you are also reducing man hours and man costs. I'm not even sure that sounds right, man costs. You don't need banksmen, and you're probably not going to need your setting out engineer anywhere as much as you did previously with manual setting out. This means that you might be able to have one engineer on several different sites just helping with the machine control. You don't need an engineer running around sites doing batter rails, setting levels, putting pins in, things getting knocked out. I've been there. I would have loved to have had machine control on many of my jobs over the years. Okay, so this one is really important for the construction industry, and that is safety. I've already mentioned that we're eradicating the need for a banksman, we've eradicated the need for an engineer. All these people do generally work in close proximity with machines, so the less people near the machine means increased safety. There's not going to be any nasty accidents. Environment. Yes, it's something we all talk about, but generally tend to ignore sometimes. So less reworking and more precise work with machine control means that machine is not going to be using anywhere near as much fuel. Now, add this into the cost saving the environment and saving money. It's a no-brainer. Okay, this one is really important to me, and that's accuracy. Any engineer likes to know what line and levels we're working to and be on site to make sure that everything is going right. Well, I don't care how good an engineer or machine driver you are working with a model on this machine. So the accuracy is perfect because wherever you go on the surface, so if you go a meter to the left or a meter to the right, there's going to be a level point for that, and it's going to be telling the machine exactly where it needs to be. If you're an engineer, you can't be everywhere at once providing the perfect level. It's just not that accurate. And I don't care what anyone says, there'll always be reworking. This is something I saw recently, remote support. Yes. So a lot of the machine controls that you have now, I have been lucky enough to see. And the Topcon system actually has the ability for someone remotely in technical support to log into the system and help with setting up things like surfaces and basically doing any kind of technical support remotely so that we can get you up and running as fast as possible, but also help out if anything goes wrong on site. This is really impressive, and it means if you've got a problem on site, 9 times out of 10, you can be back up and running the machine within a matter of a couple of hours, probably not even a couple of hours, probably within 20-30 minutes once the problem has been resolved. This is an interesting one. The next one is job flexibility. So if you actually load in all the models at the start of your job into the machine control, and you have a driver working in one particular area, something happens, I don't know, someone delivers a load of stone right in the middle of the area where they're supposed to be working or grading off. That driver then doesn't have to wait for an engineer to come and to be assigned a new job. If they have that job in the system, they can look at it on site, get clarification, the go ahead from the manager and say, right, I'm going to be moving to another area. I don't need any information because that surface level and that model is on my machine, and away they go. So that for me is a bit of a game changer in productivity and also just giving machine drivers a little bit more control over their job as well and the information that they have to hand. There you go. If that hasn't convinced you, then I don't know what will. If you're interested in machine control, please give PQS a call. I have firsthand seen them set up machine control on site and then give technical support. And I think it's awesome, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the future holds with machine control. Go ahead down in the comments and see what you think. Give me any kind of pros or cons towards machine control, and I will be back with another video real soon.